Well, good afternoon, everybody. Going to go over our Forex trades for today, June 6th. It's not that it's an actual trade today, as we were in this trade for before Memorial Day weekend, over a week, and very little action during or since then, I should say. We finally got stopped out of it. It was a swing trade in Aussie dollar, as you see here. We were with the long-term trend. You know, Aussie dollar's been very weak. The algorithm was showing over 85% chance of it coming down further. And you can see it really didn't do a whole lot going into the non-farm payroll last Friday. Now, we only had 5% of our normal size because we cut our trading size in half at the end of every month. So instead of having 10%, we only had 5%. And you can see what happened. The non-farm payroll came out, was horrible. Only created 38,000 jobs when the estimate was for 160,000 jobs. There was just no way for the government to spin it to a positive, although they tried to say that it was two things impacting the poor results for the month of May was the Verizon strike, which, by the way, was only 30,000 jobs. So they'd still be short about 100,000, about 90,000 jobs. They also said the weather. Now, I don't know of any bad storms that hit America in the month of May. No blizzards, hurricanes, anything like that. So they're trying to spin it, and it just didn't spin it well at all. The only thing that, I mean, our stop was 73.70, so we got taken out 0.73703, losing 180.5 pips or 9.1 on the size adjusted. Really, the only thing that stopped it from even going further, not that we would have lost more because our stop was in place, but as far as looking at a chart goes, the only thing that stopped it from going higher is that the Fed has been so hawkish, where they're really saying that they're going to be raising rates sooner rather than later. So that was the only thing that may have been giving the dollar a little bit of a bid, which helped this thing from going, even higher. And conversely, you could look at any other chart. You could look at the New Zealand dollar, U.S. dollar, same thing. This is the non-farm payroll. U.S. dollar, Japanese yen here. This is the non-farm payroll, the dollar selling off. So that's our opinion as far as why the chart itself doesn't look like it went further. But like I said, we lost 180.5 pips or size adjusted 9.1. There's been a ton of economic news during the past week, although not much movement. Almost every data point has been poor, from everything from GDP numbers to mortgages to the non-farm payroll really was the kicker. 94.7 million people not in the workforce in America. That's at a record. That's at 38-year lows. Never been that many people unemployed in America. I don't know what it was just such a miserable number that there wasn't a whole lot to talk. Let's just see what today's economic numbers came. Now, to this afternoon, Janet Yellen from the Fed is giving 2 speeches in Philadelphia, so we'll have to see how hawkish she is there. As far as this morning, the Fed labor market condition index deteriorated at its fastest pace in 7 years this morning. The Fed's bullard, he says that evidence is mounting that negative rates don't work well, something we've been talking about. Zero bound rates, they just don't work. If you can't create inflation, 3-4% inflation, we can't even create 2% inflation at zero bound rates. And negative rates isn't going to do the trick either. They need to normalize rates. That could be the one reason the Fed and Janet Yellen has been remaining so hawkish. Now, they won't admit that. They're trying to spin it where the economy is growing fast enough for them to raise rates. Absolutely not true. Anyone that follows markets would know that. Their unemployment, I mean, let's look. The non-farm payroll, 38,000 jobs were created. Terrible number. Missed estimates miserably. Yet they said the unemployment rate dipped down 0.2% down to 4.7%. The only reason why unemployment is going down is because people that are no longer receiving unemployment benefits and can't find a job the government just says that they just moved on, that they're out of the workforce, they've either retired, inherited money, or whatever, and so the government doesn't count them. Well, it's easy to get very low inflation if you continue to do that. What else this morning? Fed's bullard. Let's see. And really, that's it. So we're waiting for Janet Yellen. This morning was pretty low on the economic news. We're waiting for Janet Yellen to make her 2 speeches this afternoon in Philadelphia. So we'll see if anything gets said there. So that's it. We're going to wrap it up. It's been very slow. No scalp trades, no correlation trades. Hopefully we get some action. I mean, we were looking to do some action last night and this morning. Just nothing happening. Very difficult trading environment right now. So that's it. We're going to wrap it up. If you still trade now, good luck. If any signals come out, they'll be coming your way. And we'll be back tomorrow, assuming we get some action tonight, tomorrow morning. Have a great rest of your day.